Hey, Daryl here at Big Yard. Oh man, I got Joey Gutos here. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the songs he's got coming out. One in particular, It Just Feels Right. This was a song that Joey brought us, it was like 6-7 months ago, right?
Yeah, it was a while.
Joey's good at going into a studio and just, riffing and coming up with some ideas. And so he sent over a few of them for me to listen to. And I think it was like the next day. I said to Joey, I said, this song I think you might be able to hang your hat on. And what I love working with Joey is that he's easy on himself, but he's very thorough. We sent it over to Larry Antino, our producer in LA. You've probably seen on Big Yard Nation. This thing evolved to really where the title of the song, It Just Feels Right, became a reality.
Yeah.
You're gonna play a little bit of it?
Yeah.
So why not play like that very cool chorus of yours,
Okay.
And then after that, let's talk a little bit about what this song is, because there's a vibe to this song, and it's a quirky little vibe. If you know Joey or you're a fan of Joey, if you listen to some of his songs, Sand to Snow or Bad News. Love Bad News. He's got this artistry that, is very real and relatable. And I think that's why your fans love you so much, man. And so this song, I think, is really, like I said, I think this could be one that you want to hang your hat on. So play us a little bit of it, man.
Well, I need to get a cool hat like you, man, so I can actually have one to hang.
There's that beautiful hook.
Let's do it again. Barely hanging by a thread, too afraid to lose you, so I hold my breath. Give me one more chance to try and roll your eyes, saying something stupid just to break the ice. It's a line that I never dared try to cross when I'm running scared. I'm that weirdo you don't seem to mind. It just feels right.
Tell us about that hook. I'm that weirdo you don't seem to mind.
Well, I've always felt like a bit of a weirdo, The cool thing about this song, I think, for me, is that it is like about this chance meeting with this one person, but in it is tied up a lot of things that I've taken from past rejections and worrying, like, is there something wrong with me, putting on a front to try and be somebody else, all different sorts of things that come, because I'm somebody, I don't know where it comes from, but I grew up as an only child, and I've struggled with feelings of, just feeling like I'm not enough and like I'm not as good as other people, and self-esteem issues, and that has caused me to act out of just not really myself and attempting to be somebody else in order to win somebody over, when all I really needed to do was just bide my time and be yourself, be myself. So this,
I'm that weirdo you don't seem to mind.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, oh wow, this is
what's cool about this lyric? It's almost as if it was a diverted, unrequited love that you had like what you were just talking about. Like, this could have gone the other way.
Yeah.
But instead, you got comfortable with it and you broke out of your shell, in that verse and going into that chorus, and it was like, I'm not weirdo. I think you don't seem to mind.
Yeah.
This just feels right.
Yeah. And owning it, not being like, I'm that weirdo that you don't seem to mind. It's like, yeah, I am that weirdo, but you don't seem to mind. So what are we doing here?
Play a little bit of the second verse when this whole thing starts to come around and he starts to get it.
Okay. Guess I've gotten used to being someone else. When I'm all in, I can't be no one else. Give me one more chance to get my head on straight. Is this for real? Can this be my fate? It's a line that I never did try to cross when I'm running scared. I'm that weirdo you don't seem to mind. It just feels right. And then bridge time, baby.
Yeah, bridge. We're going to talk about that beautiful bridge
like building
too.
Bridges.
You know, you set that second chorus up, you know, where she's starting to come around and you're starting to get it, you know.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful love song, man, and it's so real. I think particularly in pop culture today, you know, because people are afraid to go out and be real. They are afraid to go out and express themselves, you know. And
absolutely. I think you're right when you say like nowadays more than ever, there's a lot of superficiality, and so it's not only refreshing, but it's much needed to be authentic with one another so we can be free to be ourselves.
Yeah. I know you've been playing it live. How's the reaction going when you play it?
Typically the one that people, I have been anchoring my sets with it, so.
No kidding.
Yeah, not every time, but a lot of the times it feels good to go out with a bang, and because
that tempo is, well, that can go both ways. You know, you can come out with a high energy, high tempo song and leave them with that, or you can after your show, you know, you can bring them down to this place and this emotion and this vulnerability, you know. I think that's a beautiful song for that.
Yeah, and the way we kind of structured it to crescendo, it would be tough to start off a set with this because I'm like, you pushed me to my range's limits, Daryl. I'm giving you the credit for that, to where I'm, you know, wailing at some parts, and it feels good.
Yeah, it does.
I like the fact that with the studio and with writing, we can, you know, push our boundaries and then climb to that in order to be able to do that in a live setting. You know, you don't always have to wait until you're able to do it live. It's like, let's like really craft something that's going to challenge us, so that doing it live is going to be a feat in itself after this.
You know, I thought about that too, because we ended up taking it to Larry Antino. Larry brought Sergio Gonzalez, drummer for Pablo Cruz, and he laid that track down. You weren't there. I mean, they did that in LA, and you weren't out there. How did it feel after Serge put his parts on it?
I honestly, because we had just a splice drum loop at first that we were going off of just to get a vibe, which I like doing, you know, just to kind of get because even with acoustic demos, when I record something at home and I know it's just going to be an acoustic demo, I still like to get a rhythm track so that I can play to that rhythm and still have the, you know, whatever that like swing is. And then I could pull the drums out, and now it's at least like the energy and the rhythm is there. But we just had that single loop. So all of a sudden it's not like he was going to play the exact same thing through the whole song. So I had to let it sit with me as far as like the transitions and the rises and the falls and just all the dynamics. But the energy was there right away. Like I remember feeling like right when those toms come in on the first chorus, I was like, yeah, they captured the essence, the sacred relationship, the bass and the drums.
It's an important one. So you talked about the bridge.
Yeah. Should we hit that?
Is that too big of an ask?
It's almost too big of an ask, but I think I can do it.
It just feels right. It just feels right. I'm afraid I can't help myself. Whatever told you there was nobody else would scare you. After just one night, the two became one, 'cause it just feels right.
Joey Gutos, man. You nailed
Daryl
that.
Scotty. We nailed it.
You nailed that, man.
We nailed it.
You carry yourself like a rock star. You look like a rock star. You write like a rock star. You sing like a rock star. The future is bright for Joey Gutos. This is Daryl at the Yard. Join us again next time. Peace.